Hello, my name's Sheridan Decker, and I just want to thank you for spending the time today and taking a couple minutes out of your day to focus down on your health and start to understand why a root cause approach is the really important way forward for women's health. Now, the root cause program is something that I have developed after working with hundreds of women and starting to see that even though they were exercising and quote unquote doing all the right things and trying it all and spending the money and doing the dietary changes, they were still struggling to get to the root cause of their bloating, gut pain, and fatigue. Okay, so I've worked with hundreds of different women across countries internationally and worked with a lot of different health conditions. And I want to explain why I'm so passionate about helping women get to the root cause of their gut and hormone imbalances. So, today I'm going to cover who do I help, why now, what do I do, what makes me different, why trust me, and then ultimately, how much is the root cause program. So, firstly, who do I help? Now, I feel like I can't cover that effectively without talking about my own health story first. So, when I was 18, I went overseas, I went traveling to Bali, and I got Bali belly really severely. Now, when I got home a couple weeks later, I got glandular fever, and I didn't make the connection at the time that my immune system was probably run down. I'd picked up parasites, I'd picked up bacterial overgrowth, these things that were going to cause me, a lot of health conditions for the next 10 plus years. Now, I was a classic, ate really well, exercised a lot. I would wake up in the morning with a flat stomach, but by the end of the day, I could be super bloated, a lot of pain. It could be a week before I'd have a bowel movement. I struggled with no periods for over 7 years. I had a lot of acne. I developed psoriasis after having my gut conditions. A lot of these autoimmune conditions I didn't realize at the time were developed from these gut imbalances. Now, as a lot of you would relate, when you start to have gut imbalances, you start to get this food fear, which can cause you to have social anxiety as well. So, I really struggled to go out to spend time with my friends. I was worried about having loose stools. I was worried about going traveling or camping and having constipation. So, there was a lot going on with my health, and I was struggling to find answers. I was going from medical professional to medical professional. I was seeing naturopaths and nutritionists, and no one could give me answers as to what was going on, why I was in so much pain, why I was so bloated, why I was so fatigued in my early 20s. And it really wasn't until I came across functional diagnostic nutrition and really looked at in depth markers, did comprehensive stool testing and hormone testing, breath testing, that I actually found out what was going on. I found out I had parasites, I had bacteria overgrowth, I had SIBO, I was menopausal, I wasn't ovulating. So I had all these things going on with my body, which were putting me in a very stressed state. Once I address this from a functional point of view, my health has changed. I have so much more energy now. I exercise regularly. I have regular bowel movements. I don't react to foods anymore. So there's been such a big shift, and I feel like there's so many women who are like me, who I feel like they're doing all the right things and still are no further ahead, which is very frustrating. So some of the client stories and the women I work with present me with low energy, with fatigue, with brain fog. But as we work together, they see they have more energy, they have regular bowel movements, they have less recovery time from the gym, clearer skin. So things like acne and eczema, psoriasis start to clear up. They have better moods, less symptoms with their periods, and especially no period pain. The other thing that I commonly see is the bloating and the fatigue. Okay. So, again, through understanding their body better, through doing some of the testing, adjusting their diet, working on addressing those nutritional factors, which really impact things like energy production, we see that energy can be high without the need for caffeine in the afternoon. We see less reaction to food, and we see our skin and hair really start to grow beautifully. So, another one is that bloating and hormonal imbalances on top of the fatigue as well. So, when we do the testing and we look at specific markers in the body, we can add in short-term diets that are going to take the load off your body, that are going to allow you to heal and then allow you to add in all your favorite foods so that you can digest them properly again. And one more, another big one is the failure to lose weight. So I commonly see bloating, constipation, hormones, but the failure to lose weight is a big one as well, because these women are exercising and they are eating well, but the weight is not shifting. So again, when we reduce that bloating, we support the body, we see our kilos on the scales start to drop down, but more importantly, you feel confident and strong in your own skin again. So, why is now the time to address your health? Now, I think this is really important to look at it on a bigger scale. The Root Cause program is breaking down the taboos around women's health. And I feel like so many women now are starting to understand that there is a bigger picture and we can go beyond a medical diagnosis and a bandaid approach to really get to the root cause. The root cause is clearly for you if you have heard these things. It's all normal. It's just IBS, or stuff like go on the birth control pill or just take another laxatives. How many times have you heard these things from your GP, yet you're feeling tired, sluggish, can't seem to shift that weight, or the only answer is you just have quote unquote IBS? When the reality is that IBS is a BS diagnosis because there's something else going on which is giving you those symptoms. If you feel like you're a female doing it all, so you're exercising, you're eating well, you might take multivitamins, you might have eliminated some food groups, or you've got your blood done, or you spent hundreds on supplements, and you're still not getting any further ahead, then the root cause program is for you. So, how do I help women? Now, there's three big ways that I help women get to the root cause. One, the big element is support, okay? So having one-on-one coaching as well as, and this is the key, a supportive community, you will feel empowered to change because you will not only have that direction from me, you will also see other women going through the same things and you can support each other. Two, looking for the root cause. So going beyond your GP standard blood test allows us to investigate into the root cause behind your health imbalances. And thirdly, education and empowerment. So in the root cause program, I'll teach you the skills that will empower you to better your health beyond the program. This is something that is going to go beyond the 6 months or whatever time frame we spend together, and it's going to change the rest of your life. My promise to you is that you will have clarity around the food that you should be eating within the first 7 days of joining. You will have unlimited support from myself and the community. And within the first month, you will know what is causing your gut and hormone imbalances. Now, this is key because we want to understand what is going on within the body so that we can start to adjust and change things. So, what exactly do I do? What is the root cause program? Now, our process looks a little bit like this. So, you have your onboarding call where I spend some time with you and we get your testing ordered and sent off, depending as to what you need. Our second call together, we review those test results and we put an individualized plan in place for you. Then, thirdly, we have your weekly check ins where I can touch base with you and see what exactly is going on. You have your weekly support and your weekly calls. And also, you have your one on one calls with further testing and changes. So your one-on-one functional health consults are with myself. We do them all online and we just start to dig into your individualized situation so that we can make sure the results from your stool test or your breath test or your hormone test are tailoring a program for you. Your weekly group calls are a really important element to help you connect with the other women, understand what other women are going through, and be able to support each other because so many of you are struggling with the same things, whether that's constipation or loose stools or hormone imbalances. And it helps not only to get your question answered by me, but also we have a weekly learning topic, whether it's macros or looking into nutrient support or understanding weight loss or exercise so that you're continually upskilling your health. We address sustainable lifestyle changes, so this is not a quick fix. If you're looking for a quick fix, this is not for you, but most of you might have tried those things, and that's why you're here now. You get access to root cause testing, and whether that's in-depth blood testing or thyroid testing, stool testing, breath testing, urine, saliva testing, even hair mineral analysis, through me you'll have access to these tests, which are going to be the game changer for you. You get recipes specific to healing in your scenario. So depending on what's going on with your gut, there are recipes in the portal that are going to help you. We address targeted supplement support rather than just a multivitamin, which actually doesn't do anything across the board. And we target them around your test results so that we know we're doing the right thing for your body. So we do eat a range of different foods in there. There is no one specific diet that we use. It really comes down to what's going on with your health and addressing the changes from there. So you might be wondering, what makes me different to all the other specialists or naturopaths or nutritionists or doctors that you have tried in the past? Now, my big difference is, one, I have been there. You can hear my story on the Empowered Hormones podcast, and you can start to understand why I can resonate with you, because I've experienced a lot of these symptoms that you are experiencing. On top of that, I'm really passionate about pulling experts on the field, such as Emma Fox in skincare, Jess with her natural birth control options, or talking to mums who have overcome depression and anxiety to start exercising and lose weight and feel strong again, to educate and empower you to be able to make changes with your health and also have access to all the resources that you need to heal. Now, I just flicked through some of the reviews I got on the podcast have been amazing, because I find these are the ways that women relate to me, and they can also learn so much through the podcast episodes. Now, we know that all disease begins in the gut. So this is why I'm so passionate about doing what I'm doing, but this is also why you can trust me. Most of these women have experienced some kind of gut imbalance, which has then gone on to affect their weight or their hormones or their skin health. Now let's have a look at what some of these women I've worked with, have to say. Vanessa was one who struggled with extreme bloating, as you can see on the left, and working through breath testing, stool testing, we understood what a hormonal imbalance she had and how we got on top of that. Deanne struggled with severe acne. Again, there was a lot of inflammation, but a lot of hormonal imbalances, where she was tired of trying Roaccutane and trying the peel for her skin. Samantha struggled with a lot of bloating, so she had quite severe bacterial overgrowth. She also was struggling to lose weight and clear her skin, but through the testing and through some specific dietary changes, and mind you, this is someone who exercises every day and works as a PT, so it's not like she wasn't trying. Same with Jane below. She was exercising and trying to work out and do the right thing, but because of her poor digestion, she had that bloating, which was making her struggle to lose weight. Emily really struggled with her periods and didn't have periods for a very long time, but also had a lot of constipation and was struggling to digest and break down her food, but also understanding how much stress was actually impacting her body. Ebony struggled for years with stomach pain, cramps, gas, bloating, and she was one of those classic people who said, I really felt like I needed that root cause approach. After trying so many bandaid fixes, it was refreshing to finally be shown in the right direction for functional testing, which provided truly insightful information into my health, so I didn't have to guess any longer. So now you're asking, well, how much is the root cause program? But what I want to say is, how can you not afford to invest into your health? If you're struggling with bloating every day and you're struggling to fall pregnant, or you're struggling with your skin, or you're struggling with your hormones, then investing in your health is the best thing that you can possibly do. By addressing your diet, adding in supportive supplements, and addressing key stressors, we can see you transform like Maddie as well. Some of the other feedback I've got is just on the knowledge and information that you do get out of the program. And I'll just flick through those because they're running out of time. About the periods, you changes to your periods, no longer as heavy, the weight loss, losing or less bloating, less stomach pain, no longer bloated from eating those higher FODMAP foods, had the first 27-day cycle, not as hungry. Some of the key questions I want to flick through as well is, will I have to go on a strict diet? No, we just use short term supportive diets depending on what's going on in the body. Can I feed my family? Yes, you can feed your family while you're doing this. You don't need to do separate meals. Can I do this program if I don't live in Australia? Yes, you can. These are on my website as well, by the way. So let me just flick through these. Once my time is done, will I be healed? Remember, it depends on how long you've struggled for. If you need time beyond the 6 months, we can definitely do that on a monthly membership basis as well. Most women have been struggling for years, so it can take over 6 months to heal. Do I have to purchase supplements? I usually wait till you have your testing back so that we can have a look as to what is going on. But remember, A, there's always a budget friendly option. And B, if you do have severe overgrowth, we do need to treat them beyond diet alone. Do I get good support? Yes, because you get more support between your one-on-one consults. This is where the change happens. So rather than just seeing me and not seeing me for another 8 weeks, you have daily, weekly calls and support with inside the Facebook group and within Messenger access to me. I'm busy. Can I do it? Yes, you can. We keep it simple and fun. And again, can you afford to not address your health? So remember, this program is non-refundable. I only have time to work with those who are committed to their health goals. Okay, so if this sounds like something for you, then let's chat about pricing options in your call. If you want to book a free call or you have one coming up, awesome. Otherwise, you can reach out to me on my website, through my email. Instagram's a really, really good place to get me because I'm often on there. You can also join my Gut Health Solutions Facebook group. Okay, so these are the best way. If you're on a call soon, awesome. I can't wait to meet you. If you haven't booked one yet, make sure you reach out. Let's get you on a call, and I can't wait to meet you and support you in your health